A large pizza costs the shop about $2 to make. It sells for $18. That is a gross margin of nearly 90%, which makes pizza the single most profitable product in all of food. Better than steak, better than sushi, better than coffee. So here is the question that makes no sense at all. Why does the average independent pizzeria owner in America take home somewhere between $22,000 and $44,000 a year, 90% margins, and the man in the flour-covered apron is earning less than the delivery driver in some months? Tonight, we are going to find out exactly where that money goes, and the answer comes down to something absurdly small: about 1 ounce of cheese. Let us start by proving the margin is real, because it genuinely is. Take a standard 12-inch pizza. The dough is flour, water, yeast, and salt, which is pennies. The sauce is crushed tomatoes and herbs, also pennies. The expensive part is the cheese. Add 1 topping, and the whole pie costs somewhere between $1.50 and $2.50 in ingredients. That pizza then sells for $12 to $18. A plain cheese pizza runs around 88% gross margin, pepperoni about 85%. And even a loaded specialty pie stays near 80. Nothing else in a restaurant comes close. This is why every business guide on earth calls pizza a money printer. And on paper, they are right. The average American pizza shop does around $600,000 a year in sales. There are more than 44,000 independent pizzerias in the United States, and together they generate close to $20 billion. So the industry is enormous, the margins are legendary, and yet the typical independent shop clears about $440,000 in revenue and hands its owner a 5 to 10% net margin. Somewhere between the pizza and the bank account, roughly 80 cents of every dollar quietly disappears. So let us follow it. And to do that properly, we are going to open a pizzeria, you and me, right now. Your first decision is the one everyone gets wrong, and it is not the recipe, it is the format. There are 3 ways to sell a pizza: dine-in, where people sit at tables; delivery, where you drive it to them; and carryout, where they come and get it. These sound like the same business with different doors. They are not. They have completely different economics, and choosing wrong is how most pizzerias quietly bleed out. Dine-in looks the most romantic and is the most expensive. Tables mean square footage. Square footage means rent. And rent means you now need servers, which means labor. That whole segment has been in slow decline for years. Delivery looks like the future, and this is the trap. It is the biggest slice of the pizza market, roughly 65% of sales, and it carries the worst margins in the entire business. Every delivered pizza has a driver attached to it, and that driver has to be paid whether the order is 1 pie or 4. The profitability of your entire operation ends up depending on something as unglamorous as how tightly packed your delivery radius is. And carryout, the least glamorous of the 3, is the quiet winner. The customer does the driving. There is no driver to pay, no fuel, no insurance, no idle time between orders. Same pizza, same price, and you keep dramatically more of it. Here is the detail that should be printed on the wall of every new pizzeria. Across the whole quick service pizza market, there are more than 2.5 times as many carryout transactions as delivery ones. And according to research from the biggest player in the industry, the overlap between the 2 groups of customers is only about 15%. Delivery people and carryout people are almost entirely different populations. Most new owners chase the loud, expensive one and ignore the quiet, profitable one. Now, the doors are open, so let us do the real arithmetic. Your ingredients should land at 28 to 32% of sales, and if the total ever creeps above 35, you are in trouble. Labor takes another 25 to 30%. Add rent, utilities, insurance, packaging, marketing, the point of sale system, the repair guy for the oven, And by the time the dust settles, a well-run independent pizzeria is left with 10 to 15%. A great one might hit 15 or higher. A typical one lands at 5 to 10, which, on that $440,000 shop, is that $22,000 to $44,000 we started with. For 70 hours a week and a business you personally guaranteed. But we have not met the villain yet, because there is one line item that can take a healthy pizzeria and put it underwater faster than anything else on the menu. Third-party delivery apps take a commission on every single order that flows through them. The standard range is 15 to 30%, and in some arrangements, it reaches as high as 45. Sit with that for a second. You built a business with a 10% net margin, and a company that never touched your dough is taking 20, 30, sometimes more off the top of the ticket. On many app orders, the pizzeria makes nothing at all. In some cases, it actively loses money on the pie it just cooked, and it does it anyway, because the app owns the customer relationship, and turning the app off means the phone stops ringing. This is why the smart operators fight so hard for direct ordering. Shifting even 5 to 10% of your volume from an app to your own website or phone line is worth more than any new topping you could invent. It is the single largest lever an independent pizzeria has, and it costs nothing but stubbornness. And now we get to the part almost nobody talks about: the reason a pizzeria with 90% margins can still fail: the cheese. Mozzarella is the biggest single ingredient cost on the pie, and the one most exposed to commodity swings. Cheese prices move on dairy markets, not on your menu, so your most expensive input is set by people who have never seen your restaurant. But that is not even the dangerous part. The dangerous part is the human hand holding it. Picture your pizzaiolo on a Friday night. He is fast, he is proud of his pizza, and he is generous. He adds 1 extra ounce of mozzarella to every pie because it looks better, because customers like it, because he is a good cook who wants people to be happy. That single ounce, repeated across every pizza, can push your food cost from 22% up to 28%. Those full points of margin gone. On a business running a 10% net margin, you have just deleted more than half your profit, and there is not a single line on your accounting software that says why. Sales look fine. The dining room looks busy. The reviews are great, and the number at the bottom of the page keeps shrinking. That is the actual secret of the pizza business. The margin is enormous, and the tolerance is microscopic. 90% gross margin means almost nothing, because the entire profit lives inside a 6 or 7 point window, and that window can be closed by portioning, by an app commission, by a driver waiting 15 idle minutes for the next order, by cheese moving a few cents a pound. This is a business of tiny leaks in an enormous bucket, and any 2 of them at once will sink you. Which is exactly why the biggest name in the industry does not really operate pizzerias at all. The largest pizza company in the world has more than 19,800 locations across 90 markets, and about 99% of them are owned and run by independent franchisees. Corporate does not want to be in the room where an ounce of cheese decides whether tonight is profitable. Corporate collects a royalty on the sales, and it runs a supply chain that sells the dough and the ingredients to those same franchise. It earns whether the individual shop earns or not. The franchisee lives inside the 6-point window. The franchisor lives outside it, taking a percentage of the top line and selling the flour that makes it. If that structure sounds familiar, it should. It is the same shape we found inside a bubble tea empire that makes its money selling ingredients to its own franchisees, and inside a sandwich chain that posted record profits while 729 of its restaurants closed. The people who own the brand are playing a completely different game from the people who own the ovens. So the ones who survive tend to do the same handful of unglamorous things. They chase carryout instead of chasing delivery. They build their own ordering channel, so an app cannot rent their customers back to them. They put the cheese on a scale, because feelings are expensive and grams are not. And they treat the drinks and the sides as the actual profit center, because a 2-liter bottle of soda costs almost nothing and carries a margin that even pizza cannot match. So the next time a large pepperoni lands on your table, understand what you are actually looking at. $2 of food, $16 of price, and a business where the entire year's profit is decided by a handful of ounces and a commission you never see on the receipt. Pizza really is the best margin in all of food. It is just that almost none of it ever reaches the person who made it. If you enjoyed pulling back the curtain on the business behind your food, subscribe, because there is a hidden economy inside everything you eat.